Outdoor photos often look flat, washed out, and lifeless, even when the pose is perfect. In this video, I will show you how to retouch skin and color grade outdoor portraits in Photoshop to get a natural cinematic result without over editing. When I zoom in, you can see the sky is looking messy and the face is also flat. By the end of this video, this photo will look professional, and you can see this is the after, this is the before, and this is the after. So stick around as I show you how to get professional result in Photoshop. So I will just delete this to start from the scratch. So firstly, when you look at this picture or this photo, you can see that the sky is overexposed, and you can see when I zoom on the grass, you can see that the grass is too bright and distracting. And when I zoom in on the skin, you can see it's soft but slightly flat, and overall you can see that the photo lacks contrast. As you can see, it has low contrast. So this image isn't bad, it's just flat, and flat images are perfect for cinematic color grading. And you can see it's a 16-bit image, so that means it's a low image. So firstly, I will make a copy of this image, and I will come to filter, then I will open my camera raw to work upon the sky and the light on the image. So firstly, I will work on the sky, so I will come here and I will select my sky. So as I'll be waiting for it to finish processing or detecting the sky, always first look to the image and know what you are going to show in that image first. As you can see this image, we need to first work upon the lighting of the image. So after it selects the sky, so I will come here to the exposure and I will try to reduce it. I will try to reduce it a little bit. So I will also come to the highlights and reduce it, and then I will also come to the whites and play around with it. So after that, I will scroll down to the temperature and I will cool the temperature to get that kind of clouds, those kind of blue clouds. So after that, I will come back here, and then here I will be playing around the whole photo or the whole image. So I'll start playing around with the highlights and whites, and then the contrast, and I will increase on the shadows a little bit. So after that I will scroll down to the clarity to add some little clarity, and when I zoom in, you can see that the image is looking flat. So after that you can see the before and then after so far, the before and then after so far. So the next thing is I will come and try to warm up my image slightly around 6, and then I will add a little bit of vibrancy. So after that I will just come and press OK. And so far you can see this is the before and this is the after. Right now we are trying to building depth first before skin retouching. You have to first build the depth of the image before touching the skin of the body. So after that you can see the before and then after so far. So the next part is we are going to skin retouch the image. So I will just come to this background. I'll just come to this background copy and I will duplicate another layer. So I will name this low and then this high. So after that I will disable the high layer and I will come to the filter and then Gaussian blur, and here I have to select the radius which will be perfect for the skin. But as you just seen that the skin is flat, so I have to select that radius, that amount of radius which will be perfect for our image. So I think 2.5 is good for this photo, so I'll just press OK, and then I will come to the high layer and I will enable it, and then come to the image and then apply image, and then here I will select the low layer and then make sure that the channel is RGB, and then the blending mode, make sure it's addition if it's a 16-bit image. So make sure that the scale is 2 and then these boxes are not ticked, and then come and invert the image. So after that come and press OK, and then come to the blending mode and then select linear light. So after that I will come my low layer and I will come and select the lasso tool, make sure that the feather is around 18, and then zoom in and start selecting parts of the body. Come to filter, blur, and then Gaussian blur, and start to increase on the radius up to when you get the perfect radius for the skin. So do the same all over the skin, and if it's too much you can always come back and reduce it. So go on and do it on each part of the skin, and always try to take your time while doing this. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel, and please like this video so that YouTube recommend it to many people. So do this to the whole body or the whole skin of your model. And there is another method of using frequency separate, of using mixer brush tool. So I'm going to also use it because lasso tool can select on the edges of the skin. So after that, come and get the mixer brush tool, and then when using mixer brush tool, make sure it's a clean brush, and make sure it's a soft round brush, and make sure that the weight is around 9%, load 75, mix 90%, and then the flow is at 100%. And make sure that the sample or area box is not ticked. So after that, come and disable the high layer, then start brushing the skin. So mixer brush tool, you need to be careful. You just press once and hold, and then start moving the cursor or the brush by holding. You just press and hold, and then start moving the mouse to get that professional results. Just when you feel like you want to brush another part, then you release the button and then go to another place, and then click and hold, left click and hold, and then start brush or painting. So you have to take your time while doing this for professional or for perfect results. So after that, come and then enable the high layer. So you can see and here you can see the before and then after so far. When I zoom in, you can see this is the before and this is the after so far. This is the before and this is the after. So after that, you can see that so far I've got some of that professional results. So when applying or when retouching skin, I have used the frequency separation method. This helps us to enhance skin, but remember, we don't remove personality. It helps us to not remove personality in the photo. So another part or another another tip is we are going to apply dodge and burn. So applying dodge and burn, I'm going to come to the adjustment and then curves. I just come to curves and then I will lift the mid-tone. And then I'll just come and press Ctrl I, and then I'll come back to the curves, and then I will drag this line into shadows. So after that, come also and press Ctrl I. So I will name these dots, and then this bar. So after that, come and get a brush or your brush and come and select add brush. So after that, I'll just start drawing lines of the highlights, as you can see. After that, come to burn. And this helps us to get that professional look. So after that, come to the dots and then left click in this mask box and then increase on the feather. So for now, I will select the pixels of 30 and then come on the burn also and do the same. So I will just come and group these layers and name these dodge and burn. So far you can see the before and then after, before and then after, but it's not yet done. So I'll come to the dodge and I will right click and then come to the blending mode. Then I will come to the underlining layer and then I will just click on this bar and then I will just press Alt to I'll just press Alt to separate this and I will drag this side up to there. So I will do the same on the burn also. do the bar also, and then I will just press OK. So far you can see the before and then after, but you can see that this is the before and this is the after, but you can see it's not looking good. So I will come to the band and I will increase on the feather, and then do the same on the dodge, increase on the feather. So far you can see the before and then after. If it's too much, you can always come back on the opacity and play around it. You can either increase or decrease according to your liking. You can see the before and after. So and this dodge and burn, it's always, or this is what actually separates beginners from professional, because most of beginners don't know how to do the dodge and burn, and hence that's why they end up getting messy results at the end of editing. So after that, we have seen the before and then after for the dodge and burn. So the next thing is I'm going to be playing around with the background. So I'll just come and press Ctrl+Shift+Alt to make a copy of this. So after that, I will come to select and then select so far you can see that the selection has helped us to select the subject. So whatever we are going to do on the background, we don't want it to affect the subject. That's why we selected the subject. So I'll just come and press Ctrl+J to subtract the subject from the background. Then I will come to the background or the layer one. Then I will come to the filter and then Pappelallee filter. So here I will scroll down to the color mixer. So here I will be playing around with the grass for the background. So firstly, I will come to the greens, I will come to the yellows, and then I will add a little bit of greens, and then I will come to the greens, and then I will add a little bit of greens. Then I will come down to the aquas, and then I will play around with it to get that perfect, or to get those good results. As you can see, I'll come to saturation, and then I'll come to the green zone, and then I'll start playing around with the greens, and I will come to the yellows and I'll try to desaturate them. add a little bit of greens, and I'll come to the luminance. Then I will try to darken the greens, and then the yellows. So far you can see this is the before and this is after. This is the before and this is after. So after that, or after playing around with the background, so after playing around with the background, you can see the before and then after, the before and then after. So after the background, you can see it. You know how to do color grading is all about controlling the background, so the subject to stand out. So that's what we have done, and this is the key for our pro look, as you can see. So after that, I'll just come and press OK. So another thing or another part is we are going to try adding some little cinematic color grading. So I'll just come and group these and name them background control. See it, the before and then after. So after that, we are going to try to add a little bit of cinematic color grading. So firstly, I will be using the curves. So I'll just come to the curves, so the adjustment layer, then curves. So slightly I will draw a S curve to add a little bit of contrast in this image. So far you can see this. This is an S curve, and so far you can see the before and then after. An S curve always helps us to add that pro or professional contrast to get that perfect cinematic result. So another thing, I'll come to the curves also back, then I will lift up a little bit of blacks. So this helps us to soft a fade look, as you can see. But I'll try to reduce on the opacity here. You can see it a little bit. So after that, I'll just come. I will try to add a little bit of color grading by using of color balance. So I'll just come to the adjustment layer and then come to the color balance. Here I will try to add a slight warm tone to the highlights because I'm seeing it's missing. So I'll come here and add a warm tone. And you can see the before and then after. So another thing, is I'll come to the shadows and I will try to cool down the shadows, and I think that is okay. And so far you can see the before and then after, the before and then after so far. So this helps us to add a cinematic look, as you can see. And cinematic look is a warm skin plus cooler shadows. Just remember that always. And so after that, I'll just come to the adjustment layer, and then I'll come to the vibrance. So I will add a little bit of vibrancy around +2. So the next thing is I need to make it look more professional. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the exposure here. No, not exposure. So right now I will make another copy of this image. So I'll just come and press Ctrl Shift Alt E to make a copy from this. So after that, I'll come back to the Pappelallee filter and I'll come to the Pappelallee filter here. And right now I will try to add a little bit of this vignette look, or to make it look more professional. And I will scroll up and I will come to the shadows also to add but I just want to play along with the skin. So I will come and scroll down and come back to the mixer color, and I will come to the point color and I will select the sample point color, and I will come here and sample here, and I will try to add a little bit of light onto the model skin. and so far you can see the before and then after. So after that, come and press OK. So, and I will come and group this. And I will rename it color grading. Color grading. So when I come and group this into one group, I will come and select this group and group them into one group for better recognition. So far you can see when I zoom in on the face, you can see the results. So when I show you the before and then after, you can see the difference. And when I zoom out, you can see the before and then after, the before and then after. From flat, you can see that from flat and washed out to natural and cinematic look, you can see that we have achieved those professional or those beautiful results from this image, from that looking flat and unbalanced to this looking professional and balanced. So if this helped you, just comment out below so I will know you want more outdoor retouching tutorials. And if you want to speed up your workflow, I use my custom skin retouching action. The link is in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more professional Photoshop tutorials. Thank you and see you in the next one. Bye bye.